Okay, let's go with a few questions. Right here.
So I don't know anything about this stuff, but I was wondering why doesn't Java just use OSGi?
So there are many technical and commercial and political reasons why not. For the technical reason, I said that, you know, refactoring the JDK libraries would break every Java application, and there's just so many things with legacy built up. I mean, like from the keynote this morning, you start building these things up and you create more and more functionality, which is what the JDK has done in a very unmodular way. The JDK is already a monolith. To modularize it with JDK without changing API and breaking applications would have been challenging technically. So that's a technical reason. Not entirely convincing, because there was a kind of a proof of concept a while ago, which was Apache Harmony, which got a long way to doing this. But mainly I would say that commercial and political reasons are behind this. Yes?
What's the dimension for a library? So let's assume people take the modularized version of Java.
Yeah.
Which potentially they don't take care for any OSGi dimension.
Yeah.
So it's not only the platform and the OSGi, it's the ecosystem of libraries
Yeah.
to deal with. And I would assume that since it's de facto a standard, more and more libraries will follow that strategy.
Yeah, that's a problem, yeah. I mean, we've been in this situation before, like 5-6 years ago, when we were consuming just standard Java libraries, plain jar files that had no OSGi metadata, and we dealt with it. We had strategies for dealing with it. Things improved since then, with lots of open source developers adding OSGi metadata, so life is better right now. Maybe that's going to plateau off and maybe it's going to decline, but I think we just have to keep doing what we're doing and try to keep pushing that and try to press the idea to these open source libraries that, yeah, Jigsaw exists and that's great, but also OSGi is a pretty big market as well, and you don't have to do a lot of work in order to add nice OSGi metadata. Try to help those open source projects to keep that going. Yeah, I can't really say any more than that.
Yeah, but you end up again wrapping libraries.
I hope we don't have to do too much wrapping, because that always is a problem, because keep trying to push the upstream. If it's open source, keep trying to push the upstream, push in PRs and so on, because there's no cost associated with, for them, there's no cost associated with having a manifest in there with valid OSGi metadata. So there's arguments we can make. It's the same arguments we were practicing actually a bit more than 5 years ago, but it's the same arguments we faced in the past. We just have to keep that going, keep the faith.
Another question in the back room.
Yeah, Simon.
Yeah, how about having DND generates a module info of Java? This way we control everything and we say, okay, add this plugin.
Yeah, that's definitely something we've been looking at, yes. There's issues because the module info Java has to be compiled, and that we may end up having, it's tricky because there's a bootstrapping problem. The module info Java has to be compiled at the same time as the classes, but BND inspects the classes, so we might have to compile the classes and then do a second compilation phase in order to compile the module info Java. Maybe we can use something like ASM or similar bytecode engineering to just go straight to module info class, but there's definitely challenges, but it's an option.